Good morning, everybody.
Does everybody include me?
Sure.
Yay! Good morning.
Nice of you to join us. Yeah, Skippy was slid right in. Hello, Bubba. Watch it on the TikTok.
What's up, Bubba? Watching on the TikTok?
Hey, Bubba, let me know how that sound is on the TikTok.
I do have a question.
There was an update that happened, and things look weird to me.
More updates.
More updates.
What?
Thank you, Bubba.
If I send the youtube.com/@MMFTguys/streams to a friend, you should be able to find our live.
Yeah, or just leave off the streams, but
okay.
Yeah, if they just go to our page, they should see that we're streaming right now. But hey, good morning. Welcome, everybody, to the 14th of October. Right about the halfway point already. Seems like we just got here.
Halfway point.
And a Lions victory Monday. It came at a very high cost.
Ooh.
But they will be fine.
Fred just said they're not making the playoffs. I know. I slightly had to correct him.
I'll take that bet.
Test going to be the Vikings 5-0. See?
Until this week.
Until this week.
Yep. So
the good thing is the guys are all drinking the Kool-Aid. So keep drinking that Kool-Aid.
If that whole team was Hutch, then Dallas would have scored some touchdowns in the second half. That's all I'm going to say.
That's probably true.
That defense is much more complete than it was last year. You take Hutch out of that lineup last year, and yeah, it's not. They don't make the playoffs, but this year I think they're a little bit more equipped. So, anyways, go Lions.
Go Lions.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And YouTube is up, guys. It was just a little bit late. We had to restart the stream. But I am showing that it is up, and there is a viewer there currently. So sorry for the delay. But other than that, everything should be working as planned. So if anybody wants to head back over to YouTube, you should be able to watch it there.
Yes, I'm looking at the YouTube.
Skippy just confirmed. So thank you. Yeah. How was your week, Skippy?
You know,
did you hit your 10K goal? No. Did you hit your 5K?
Yes.
Good. 6.
I don't even
7.
I don't even know where I'm at right now. Please.
Oh, okay.
Killing me. I am up net sales 0.2% for year over year.
Excellent.
So,
you made it all the way back.
Not yet.
What do you mean?
I don't have much going on the rest of the month.
But you're up 0.2 right now.
As of right now, correct.
Okay. You're up. You weren't up last week.
Yeah. I'm lost is what I am. Huh? We've got caterings this week. We're doing a lot of catering, so that's good. We had that's the last 7 days. Let's go there.
Welcome, Diesel Queen 95.
Yeah.
And I cannot. I'm not even going to try. But
hey,
welcome.
Bob. Hi, Bob.
I'll wave at you instead. Hi.
What was the day? Sunday to Sunday? Monday to Sunday?
Monday
to Sunday.
However you want to do it. Typical week is Sunday to Monday.
Go fine. Let's do
Sunday to Saturday, rather. I guess.
Let's do Sunday to Saturday since I didn't work Sunday anyway. So.
Typical week.
77.50.
That's not bad.
It was fair. A lot of we do have a new listener on the YouTube, Philip Henderson.
Hi, Philip Henderson.
I used to work with him. He's got a 45-minute drive home. Because he works at a bank and then somehow forgot that today was Columbus Day and also Indigenous Peoples Day. So I'd like to say Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
I don't think there is Columbus Day anymore.
It's happy.
Are we listing it as both still? I thought they just
according
got rid
to
of Columbus.
according to my calendar, it's still listed as both.
What's up, fellas, from the blue line? Loaded down like the. Oh my gosh, that is too far away for me to see. Loaded down like the clampets to food truck at an orchard on this rainy day. You got our rain that we had yesterday.
Oh,
you're welcome.
And the day before.
Yeah, the day before. That cold rain.
So, on my calendar, it still has Columbus Day and then Indigenous Peoples Day.
Okay. Well, happy to both, if whatever one you choose to observe. Welcome, Ben, on the TikTok. So 77 is not bad. I mean, 8 is kind of our minimum, what I like to see a week.
I think, we'll get there. I've decided not to do the barbecue competition at the end of the month.
Fuck.
Oh boy.
YouTube might be still having. I just got an error on the YouTube stream. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Okay.
Can you do that?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, good to know.
I am going to look. 4 seconds or less. I don't know how to do that.
Anyway, back to the world. Last week we had a subdivision on Tuesday. And it's not really a subdivision, it's a street. And by a street, I mean it's like a one-way street.
Oh,
and what?
Nothing. That's God damn it. I gotta switch. Nope. I gotta switch my Wi-Fi network, so it might drop for a second, but we'll be right back, everybody.
Oh boy.
Sorry. Everything's fine.
It's hard to find good help these days. Oh boy. Anyway, I don't know if anybody can still hear me or not. Anyway, I'll just go. So we had subdivision. I hate the street. It's a one-way street. It's also one of those streets that's like really bowed in the middle, and then so it can drain to each side. So my trailer is probably a foot lower, so I always have to put risers, and then it just makes the window very, very tall. Oh, now Josh is absolutely gone. So we did fair. Wish I would have done a little bit more. I do have a thing, and I'd love for people to maybe comment on this. Is I had a lady order or place a to-go order via online services, and when she came up to the window, I said, "Here's your order. I have it for you." And there was probably 3 people in line, and she's like, "Do you have ribs?" I said, "Yes, we do." She's like, "I definitely would like to order some ribs." I said, "Okay, I can do that, but I've got to take these people's order first." And she walked away. She's like, "Oh, I don't need them. Never mind." Like, I'm wondering, did she think that she had to just like barge into everybody's area just because she placed an order online? Yeah, what everybody thinks of that. When Josh gets back on, we'll ask him. We had a normal roadside day on Wednesday. Picked up a little bit from last week. Everybody's still asking about the cafe. The joke is 3 more weeks. Friday, we had a catering with Michigan Paving and Materials. Also Stone Co. is what they're also called, sister companies. These big dudes. Josh is having technology issues. Just a second. Anyway, so seeing these big dudes drive these big ass heavy machineries and just pull up basically almost like a drive-through and take some 10 seconds just to get out of their loader or semi. But we fed those guys, gave them some from sweet free swag. They all do a great job. And then Saturday. I had enough food on board for like a $6,000 a day. And I think we ended up with like 1,600. The rain probably didn't help. So it was a 3-year anniversary for a local brewery that we have in our downtown area. And downtown area is also called Restaurant Row because that's where a lot of the restaurants are. No chains, just, some high end, some not. And so I'm thinking, okay, they're going to have 10 bands. They have a garden stage and they have an alley stage. And the alley stage is big music. And it's all hard rock and metal and probably death metal, something like that. The bass was so loud that it was shaking the trailer. But it started raining about 6. So we were there from 11 to like 8. And if it didn't rain, we probably would have been there until like 11. So it would have been a very, very long day for not the best in sales. So, yeah, that's where we ended up, about 7,700. It's pretty happy with that. We're winding down. As I told everybody last week, we were looking at doing a barbecue competition out in Massachusetts, so my family could kind of see what I do and have a chance to taste our food. And we have decided not to because we're still getting bookings. And I hate to say business trumps family, but business trumps family when family's 13 hours away. Other than that, we got a call from the Chrysler Proving Grounds in Chelsea to come out and feed their staff lunch next Friday, or a week from this Friday, the 25th. So that's going to be a hoot. We got a couple trunk or treats coming up. And then basically after next week, we leave for the World Food Championships. Oh, Joshua. You're back.
Hi.
How's it?
I'm glad.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm glad Riverside stayed connected for you. Yeah, it was my fault. I didn't double check my Wi-Fi, where it was connected to. So we've been taking the laptop onto the truck to do live from there.
Oh.
So when I brought it back into the house, it automatically connected out to the trailer, which it can still see. Which is bad on multiple fronts.
Can you please play the booing sound? There's a booing sound.
I don't think there is. I don't think there's a boo.
Yeah, there's a. You played it for
me.
I
got clapping and cheering. There's laughing.
No, there's got to be a boo.
There's no boo. The boo was on the old system.
All right, well, you deserve that too.
All right. Well, just laugh at me. Sorry, I might still be a little laggy, but while everything keeps continuing to boot up. But sorry,
you look fine,
everybody.
By the way, for
Thanks.
what it's at the top above your name, it says it shows the uploading.
Yeah,
I'm at 0%, just so you know.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
All right, normally it's at 99 like throughout the day, but anyway, this may be a lost episode. Hopefully not. I do have a question. One of the questions I brought up was we did a subdivision, and what I mean by a subdivision is a street is a one-way street in downtown Ann Arbor, and the street is like this.
Mm-hmm.
So the side of the street is very deep, probably like
nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so I had opened up our online ordering system, and I had somebody order, and I marked it that it was ready for pickup, and she picked it up, and there was 3 people in line, and she asked if we had ribs, and I said yes. She's like, I'd like to get a rack of those, please. And I'm like, I absolutely can help you, but I got a couple people in line that are here. And she walked away. Yeah. So, do you think she thought that just because she ordered and she picked up, that she could just jump in front of the line? And should I have handled that? Should I just done it right then and there and just to make the sale?
I probably would have taken the order real quick, maybe.
Made her pay for it?
Yeah, but I wouldn't have gotten those ribs right away.
Okay.
I probably would have put that ticket. It all depends. I mean, we've had that happen where someone comes up and gets their order like, oh, can I add on a side of mac and cheese or whatever? You know, it's like, yeah, here you go. Or, you know, we forgot a sandwich. We'll do our best to get them in and out really quick.
Yeah.
As long as it's like a single item, Chris would have taken the order right away, and I probably would have grabbed those ribs right away for me. Everything's already pre-cut for us, so it's super simple. So
yeah.
It wouldn't have caused a delay really for anybody else outside of a few seconds. So
You cut your ribs into 3-bone sections, or individual?
yeah, quarter racks. Yeah.
Okay.
We did individuals, but then it got weird.
I was talking about our Saturday event at the local brewery. We did like $300 from 11 to 3.
Nice.
We did 1,600 total, and it was pouring. I had enough food on board for like $6,000. Yeah, I cried for like 30 seconds.
This was they were doing a special event.
Yeah, 3-year anniversary party.
That's right. Okay. So you see in the forecast, you didn't change what you were cooking?
No, actually, because I had already had it on board. Because it had changed. The rain had changed from like 9 p.m. Up to 5, and then back to 7, and then it settled on it. It started raining like 6:30ish.
Okay.
It was only sprinkling. It didn't downpour until 7.
But we've been spoiled, and
yeah, and I'm
it was
thinking
cold rain.
Thinking things gonna. I'm like they got an alley stage, and it's a big ass stage, and when I hear one of the band guys was like, I don't know how I feel about this power cord sitting in this puddle of water right here, but fuck it, we're gonna roll with it. I'm like, oh great.
Oh man.
People watching is also very fun. Saw the same guy walk up and down the street 6 times trying to bum a cigarette off somebody. And then he bummed a cigarette off somebody, but then couldn't find a lighter. It's like he just kept going. Anyway, so yeah, that was our day. We got some caterings coming up this week. And we received a call from the Chrysler Proving Grounds in Chelsea to feed those guys some lunch. So that's a good deal.
You should give them a discount if they let you drive a car.
They got more problems at Chrysler than they got problems. Poor guys.
All right.
No, Stellantis is just destroying the brands.
Does that mean they don't have cars at the Proving Grounds?
Oh, they definitely probably have cars. Yes,
right.
I know. Depends if I can find somebody to come help me or not.
At least get to ride shotgun. Let them take you around the track in a cool car.
The new EV charger.
Yeah.
0 to 60 in like 3 seconds.
Is it going to be like whatever movie it was with Queen Latifah and somebody else where they worked at Chrysler, and it was and the back end they were trying to figure out sound for electric vehicles, so they still had the sound.
Yeah, I don't know if I've watched that, but I understand.
I don't remember what it was called. It was a while ago.
Yeah, they have.
But it would be awesome.
They have a speaker.
Yeah.
Required by ADA, so people who are blind can see or can hear the cars.
Well, you can hear.
They're not just whispering in the wind. Anyway, so that means that we are year to date up 0.2%.
Excellent work, Skippy. Proud of you, buddy.
But I believe we still got a little ways to go.
Don't stop believing.
I definitely don't stop, but I don't think we're going to hit it. So
Journey would be disappointed in you.
I completely understand. I'll just start singing Sweet Caroline. She'll bring me back.
That's the wrong song. The wrong group.
Journey, this song is all about getting out of Detroit. But just because they say Detroit.
But it's not even a real place. There is no South Detroit. We call that Canada.
That's true. South Detroit's like Monroe.
You let Michigan people have their Michigan things.
I absolutely
You just be quiet.
I completely understand. Please accept my sincere apologies.
I guess.
Anyway, so how was your record-breaking week?
I wouldn't say record breaking.
You know?
Huh. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was good. We did things and we cooked food.
It was great. We did things.
We cooked food. We served some food.
There was some food on board.
Not all of the food that we cooked was served. Yeah, it was chilly this week.
It was a little crispy this morning. In the morning,
we go back from we have the air conditioner on during the day, and then we drop the trailer, and the trailer gets dropped off. I have them turn the heat back on, just so it stays warmish in there when I'm there at 3:30 in the morning. They did leave the air on one night, so it was 50 degrees in there when I walked in instead of 68. Minor things.
Minor.
Took the mac and cheese a little bit longer that day. But were you gonna say something? Oh, I didn't want to interrupt you. Okay.
No, please. Please.
Yeah, we had 3 Corval offices. 2 of them were pretty slow. I don't know about those guys next year. So definitely not the frequency that we've been there. And I don't know if it's because they've had more trucks this year than they have in previous years or what have you. I think that's the case at a lot of our locations. That they've had success with some trucks, so they're adding on more. And we're being very honest with all of those guys about sales, and a lot of them are asking about sales and how many people we're seeing, and so hopefully they listen. Hopefully things get better next year with that. But the majority of the people we see are outside people, not even people from inside the office. So outside, I mean, it's just a good place. It's just a place for us to park now. We're not getting the benefit of being at their office as much. So, subdivision wise, hit and miss. Went to a subdivision we haven't been to since last year. Pretty good night. They're excited about us being back there for Halloween evening. Our best subdivision of the last 2.5 years, which has been pretty steadily a $800 to $1,200 dinner, clocked in at about 300 this week. So, but she had reached out to us, I don't know, probably 3 weeks ago, letting us know that the other trucks have really been noticing a decline, and gave us the option to opt out if we wanted to. And I'm of the opinion we break even during lunch, or we should at least. So, an extra $300 in sales is an extra $300 in sales. So, and it's close to home. So it's 15 minutes from my house, and it's on the way back from the place that we were having lunch at. So it's, really I'm out labor. So, yeah, so I think that was the last time we were there for the year. Maybe we have one more. I think we have one in November, actually. Let me look. Yep, we have one in November. So maybe the thought of us being our last turn there will do some work, but we'll see. We'll definitely won't plan on a $1,000 dinner hour. Excuse me. So yeah, and then our other subdivision went pretty good, pretty standard. Friday night was atrocious for us. Good lunch. Sold 9 racks of ribs in an hour and 15 minutes.
Ribs
out of the blue.
Weird. Sometimes they're just weird.
So yeah, we had somebody come up to us or shoot us a message saying they were getting 3 racks, and that was on Wednesday. I said, thank you very much. We'll have them ready, and so we brought extra ribs, and that's a location that's we can sell some ribs there. So I was like, okay, we'll do 9 total and call it good. We have enough for the 3 for her, and we'll have 6 to sell to the public. Well, she ended up ordering 4, and then every other person was like a half rack of ribs. It's like, What the fuck? Probably could have sold 15 that day, but there's no way we would have brought that many. And then Saturday for us, we didn't have rain really until oh 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, somewhere in that area. Got pretty fortunate. It was cold and gloomy and chilly. But yeah, we were at Deep Roots. I did not go with them, so it was Chris and Caleb. Square had some issues that day.
Yeah,
We had zero problems with processing anything. None.
correct. It's just the reporting.
Yeah, so it was just so I was looking at the reports. They had a banging hour to start the day, and then I was like,
"What happened?"
It's like, damn, they really fucking died off.
So I wasn't paying attention when that happened. I actually had one of our Facebook listeners call me and say, "Hey, are you having? I can't see anything in Square." I'm like, "Okay, did you make sure all devices are checked versus just one device or something?" And he's like, "Yeah." I said, "Shit." And then he's like, "Yeah, well, we heard something was down." I'm like, "Well, that must be it's not reporting. As long as it's collecting."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I'm just wondering if I should go cash only." I'm like, "No, as long as it's collecting, Square will make it right.
Everything will catch up." Yeah. So I started seeing, like after like for 45 minutes, I started seeing sales trickling. I was like, looks like it's gonna be a slow evening. Dang it, maybe people were worried about the rain coming. Angie and I took the dogs to the beach over to Lake Michigan.
Oh.
We got to the parking lot. We got out of the car and we hear some of the loudest thunder I've ever heard in my life.
Wow.
And people walking back from the beach like, yeah, the big storm's coming in over the lake. So we still went up there and looked and stuff. But that was about 15 minutes before they were scheduled to close, and I had looked at Square just before that. It was like $1,200. I was like, nah, all right. All right. Not great, but whatever. We went and did the beach thing, saw some awesome lightning and thunder, saw the storm coming across, got back to the car with 5 minutes to spare, and we drove back in a downpour. Then I got to the house and was just looking through some stuff and doing some work, and saw the report for the day, and it was like 1650. I'm like, what happened? Because Chris never let me know they were having problems.
Yeah.
So, and the farm that we were at uses Square too. So there was, he was well aware of issues going on, but I was like, oh, okay. It was a pleasant surprise. So yeah, we had, so we were right there, right about 82, I think, for the week, which will take, it's, we'd like it to be more. But we get to this time of year. I mean, even though it was a sunny week, we really had a turn in temperature from this week to the week before. And it's kind of like back to when we were in summer, when we'd have those couple hot days scattered in, and they'd be super slow because people aren't acclimated. It looks like we're going to have some consistent temperatures now that we are now in fall. The swings aren't going to be as big. So I think people, sweaters are coming out and sweatshirts are coming out. People are going to be a little bit more okay with it. So hopefully that means that we'll have some better sales this week. Got a pretty decent lineup, I think. So got a huge Saturday coming up. Had a nice wedding last night. Another reason why I don't like doing off the truck is because then you have to worry about weather.
Somebody's awning isn't currently operational.
Yeah, so it was freaking raining like crazy. So that morning, looking at the forecast ahead, I was like, I'll go out and get a couple 10x10s, a little easy up pop-up canopies. Yeah. So we had those up. We put some fun little lights underneath them. It was all very nice, very cool. For the most part, kept people dry. So $200
Should you have brought with you like catering dishes and maybe do something closer to like if it was a barn or if they had covered area?
I had thought about that. I had thought about it, but then I was like, we don't have the food to do buffet service because it's more food.
Yeah.
When we do a buffet, yeah. So then we're setting up buffet and then serving people.
Yeah.
So just to make sure there's enough food. So
true.
Yeah,
you're gonna serve people anyway.
I know, but it's in a buffet style. Then you're telling people no, no, you can't have both, which is not something we like to do. Which is why we bring enough for everybody to have everything. So, unless they specify otherwise.
Yep.
Hello, everybody on the TikTok that was there. Sorry, I didn't catch you.
Hi, TikTok.
Hi, TikTok. So yeah, it was. Yeah. Other than that, everybody was happy. It worked out. Fine. So all was well. And then yeah, we have a big Saturday coming up. The winery that we do in Holland is having a fall fest. The weather looks perfect right now. And then we have a class reunion we're also catering for that day for 100 people with a pretty like a $26 a head menu. Like,
Oh boy.
yeah. So yeah, Saturday should be a good day. Should be a good week. We're looking forward to it. We're down to 4 weeks left.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at 22 days that we're open to the, nope, 21 days that we're open to the public. So out of those 4 weeks. So we got a couple private events, still some corporate lunches and stuff to do. So, yeah. And then I think I did 6 quotes in 2 days last week for weddings next year. I just got another message for someone that wants to book us. So yeah, hot and heavy for next year already.
Yeah.
Starting to look at other roadside locations, some better ones that we can try to optimize. Yeah, should be making a decision on a smoker here soon. And then getting a piece of dirt ready for a shed to sit on. So, yeah, trying to get all that done before the weather gets crappy. Because yeah, I don't want to have to use the one that's on the trailer at all next year, or as very little as possible. I mean, we have a couple spots that we're obviously we will need to because we'll be doing overnight stuff.
Yeah, I'm a lot of overnight stuff. Thank goodness.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's yeah. This year's going to end well. I will pull up our numbers here in a second. We're still hovering right around that 15%. We're just over 15. Kind of hard because of the catering that we did yesterday, paid early, so we're in a flux. And then we're not open today, and we had sales for this time. Anyways, sorry. TikTok's flagging us again for unoriginal content. This is original content. It's my podcast that we're just streaming. So thank you very much. TikTok. Anywho, that's that. Yeah, everything's going well.
Well, fantastic. I'm glad everything's going well for you.
I'm sorry, Pam, that I have some static. Everything's kind of wonky right now. I don't know where it's coming from. It could just be that I'm just too loud on the stream there. Let me turn that down a little bit.
You were very loud.
Piecing together a whole lot of pieces today.
So, I always come up with topics. What do you got today? Anything fun?
You always come up with topics?
Mm-hmm.
Always. Wow.
Yeah, because I'm at a loss right now. I don't really have much to talk about.
Excellent. What are you doing? Where are we at with the what?
Sorry. Scrolling through Facebook to see if I could find anything. And I came across Greg Brooks with Detroit Pigskin Barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm allergic to egg, so I do not eat anything that's egg based. But he posted a picture of burnt end deviled eggs.
Yum.
Looked really good. With the exception of the egg.
Where are you at with what's the update on the cafe?
Oh yeah, 3 more weeks. Yep. 3 more weeks.
What's the real update on the cafe? Wow, that's such a heavy. Ugh.
So, because I don't know what to do. That's why. That's why. Okay.
Okay.
So
there's nothing wrong with that.
I have not signed any lease yet. There's
Okay.
been nothing signed. It's all been just talked about. I don't even think we have a handshake agreement, but and I know that he told me that if for some reason I don't take it, he's just going to put a roasting center up there and roast his own coffee beans.
Okay.
Obviously, he wants the money back, but he was talking about refinancing anyway. Whatever. So,
are you to the point now where you're thinking about pulling out
yes,
just because the floor is taking so long?
everything's taking so long. So after the floor, he's got the electrical roughed in, but he still has to put it into the box or hook it to the box and
Mm-hmm.
hook it to or put all the outlets in and stuff like that. It still has plumbing to do.
Right.
Again, plumbing is roughed in. Our health department's like still 3 months behind. I'm just worried. It's just not, and we're into he's doing all the work himself because he doesn't want to, send it to somebody else. And I respect that. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more of like, what is it worth me finding somewhere that's already done where I just need to put equipment in? Because there is a place around the corner that is. It doesn't have probably the high traffic volume, but it's got better parking. It's got lights outside. It's got a highway sign. It's got place for the trailer to park. It just seems like it might be a better option. It rents more, don't get me wrong, but it's also a bigger space. So, I don't know. It's just, we're into his busy season because he runs a coffee trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, is it going to take longer? Do I just spend the money and have somebody come in and do it? And just be out that if I, for some reason, I got to figure out how to pay myself back for that. Yeah, it's just,
Steve Rodriguez says allergic to eggs, not as bad as allergic to all mammal-based protein and having a barbecue food truck.
ooh, he's eating a lot of mac and cheese. All mammal-based protein?
Does that include milk and cheese?
Wow.
Oh, ouch.
Well, that means he can eat kangaroo.
Kangaroo is not a mammal?
Isn't it a marsupial?
That doesn't mean it's not a mammal.
That's probably a mammal.
It has hair, right?
All mammals have hair?
Yes. With the exception of maybe a dolphin.
What if somebody has alopecia? It has no hair.
Then yes, that one human being is outside of the classification of mammalia.
I just know somebody that has alopecia and lost all his hair, eyebrows, and everything.
That's like saying a rat is not a mammal because it's a rodent. Two different classifications.
Rats are rodents.
Yes. Oh, you can eat chicken. Chickens are not mammals.
Chickens are not mammals. They're poultry.
Good job.
I had to think about that for a second. I mean, I knew it was poultry, but I didn't know if poultry was the right word. Okay, this is quickly taking the wrong turn.
No, this is great. We are. If you have that question, then clearly other people will too that don't understand the differences in what mammals and other things are.
This has been Science Talk with the food truck guys. I just Google searched what are mammals, and the second one. Hold on, the second one was what are mammary glands.
You probably need images for that.
Okay, mammals: human, beavers, blue whales.
See, you're not saying what a mammal is. You're just giving examples of mammals.
Correct.
Thank you.
Whales are mammals. Oh, there's marsupials. All right. Did you know whales are mammals, though? They don't have hair.
Don't they?
I mean, I've seen a beluga whale. They don't have hair.
All right. A mammal is a warm-blooded vertebrate animal of the class that is distinguished by the possession of hair or fur, the secretion of milk by females for the nourishment of the young, and typically the birth of live young.
Dolphins have hair?
Yes. I mean, just because something's not sporting a mullet doesn't mean it doesn't have hair.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right. I like it.
Bats are also mammals, by the way, just to really blow your mind.
Well, bats have hair. Bats are very hairy.
But you wouldn't have put bat in the mammal category before that.
It's not poultry. It's a flying rat. Therefore, it's a mammal. But I mean,
So,
they're all these are.
I am so into this Wikipedia now. So the largest orders of mammals by number of species are rodents, bats, and Eulipotifla, which includes hedgehogs, moles, and shrews.
Bless you.
Which I would have probably put those in as rodents without knowing. But the next three are primates, and then the even-toed ungulates. Name me 2 even-toed ungulates.
You do. You'll clean it up.
So okay. Mm.
Oh, I got it right here. Ungulates.
Hold on. Don't read. Don't read any further. Don't look at it. So what do you think an even-toed ungulate is? Something with 2, 4, 6 toes, right?
Large mammals with hooves.
So yeah, a pig, a camel,
giraffe.
Whales are listed.
Whales are not ungulates. They're not.
It is listed on here as ungulate.
No, whales have their own.
Are whales?
Okay, guys. Let's talk about something else.
No, whales are not ungulates, even though they are sometimes classified as even-toed ungulates.
They don't have toes.
All right.
I don't want to see a beluga whale come up and walk next to me. Be kind of weird.
I don't know. I'm out of here. We're done. We're done talking about ungulates.
Don't forget about the sea cows.
What'd you call me? I am a land cow.
It's probably true.
So what?
I attended your live the other day. How did your live go?
I saw you on there.
I know.
We were live for just over 9 hours. It went great.
Did you pick up any followers?
Yeah.
Good.
We picked up a couple. We had some good conversations with a couple of people that were hung out for a while. Yeah,
good.
It went well. I am really looking forward to the point where we can get to the 1,000 followers on TikTok, so we can do it a little bit cleaner, without all the other stuff on the screen.
Can you use a tablet instead of your laptop?
No.
It's got to be like an actual PC or.
So the TikTok Studio is only available on PC. Oh. It's a full download program, not an app.
I gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, you can't use your phone or anything with it. It has to be a full PC.
Did you bring your camera with you, or using your PC camera?
Brought the camera, so our webcam. It's a little bit better of a picture, and we can move it away from where the laptop is to get a better angle. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I did bite the bullet, and I ordered from eMeat. They have a streamer package.
eMeat.
eMeat. Yep. EMEET. They do a lot of video conferencing stuff and podcast stuff and streamer stuff. So
I see that.
I bought a 3-pack of streamer cameras that will all go into one stream. So we'll be able to do from different angles in the truck. Steve wants to know where we would get whale ribs from. I don't know.
Do whales have ribs?
Yes, they are. Yes.
I don't think about that. Like, I think whales are just really big ass fish.
but they're
I
not
guess
fish.
I guess fish have
Fish.
ribs too,
Yes, they do. So yes,
or pin bones.
but fish don't have vertebrae.
Don't they though?
No, otherwise they'd be mammals. Are we going to get back into the definition of a mammal?
Nope, nope, not at all. I'll take your word for it.
So yes, whales have ribs. They are massive. They're pretty cool. Welcome, Sim Joe.
Hey, Joe.
So yeah, we ideally we'd have one camera on each end of the trailer and then one outside where order taking is happening, to kind of capture the whole essence of everything with the truck. And hopefully, from my understanding, we can condense that down into a single stream of 3 different angles. What are you confused about?
I'm not. I'm looking at this e-meat thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's giving you market data based for meat prices too.
What?
E-meat, E-M-E-A-T.
Not A, E.
E-M. Oh, e-meat. Like I'm going to meet you somewhere. You said e-meat. There actually is an e-meat, but it's giving you.
And then I described what the company does and spelled it for you.
I see marketplace and pricing and stuff like that. Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Please accept my sincere apology.
Yes, a company that specializes in video conferencing software and stuff uses MEAT for their
I looked that up first. Shut up.
I'm sorry, buddy. Skippy with the one-track mind. Man,
there we go. Oh, look at the cute little guys.
Oh, that looks more familiar.
Ooh,
that'll also
spooky savings.
That'll also work. So when I'm down in Orlando with Chris as a co-host for our podcast, we'll actually be able to sit next to each other, both with our own cameras playing off of one PC. Are you going to be there Tuesday?
I already told. Oh, why Tuesday?
We're doing live from the conference both days.
Why can't we do it Monday?
I'm flying. I'm traveling.
I understand. I'm hoping to make finals, which is on Tuesday. If I don't make finals on Tuesday, then
I'll
be
see
down
you
there.
Wednesday.
No, then I'll be down there Tuesday.
If you make finals, then you'll be there Wednesday, right?
Depends if you're rooting for me or not.
Of course, I want you to do well.
Oh, okay, good.
But I'm also have plans to still do the show even without you. Because we told everybody that we would be live from the show both days.
You can be live from the show, and I can be live on location at World Foods.
While you're cooking World Foods. Way to stay focused, Skippy. Jesus Christ.
It's all about you, bud.
It's not.
It is.
I want you to focus on what you're doing.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Clearly, that's important to you because you have such a well laid out plan and are foregoing all our previous plans to be there.
Did you save up to 40%?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I saved 90%.
Yes.
They basically just gave them to me.
Fucking awesome.
For a plug that now sends them to market prices of meat instead of meeting places. Steve, yes. The conference is still on.
It's still on. It's actually going to happen. Steve.
Those that have purchased tickets would know that an email was sent out during the hurricane fiascos saying that everything was still good to go and that everything was still on. So, hello, Rocky and Shelley.
I figured you knew the guy and you got us free tickets.
No.
All right.
I know him as well as you do. Why didn't you get free tickets?
I haven't asked.
Well, maybe you should ask. Our discount code is still on, everybody. I will get that for you in just a second and let you know what that is. I think it's 15%.
Just imagine if we had to do plugs for people. I think we would just fail.
You would.
I'll let you do the plugs. That's fine.
FTO Expo, not conference.
As you're doing that,
Yep.
I'd like to say congratulations to Albie Ransom and his crew, Scuffletown Smokers, for winning the
Boo.
36th annual Jack Daniel World Invitational Barbecue Contest.
The discount code, and it's still active because I just used it a couple weeks ago, to save 15% is, get your pencils ready, MMFT15. Monday
Sounds
morning
good.
food truck 15. So all the education pieces take place in the mornings, and then the show floor is open in the afternoons. Hello, Justin, Florida fishing. Hope you made it through the hurricane unscathed.
Hopefully he's fishing in Florida.
Hopefully you're fishing in Florida, not from the street.
Did you see Lieutenant Dan?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, apparently there's some controversy with that whole thing now, and I tuned out. Once I knew he was alive, I didn't care anymore.
Well, he was signed to a streaming source, and the first stream he did, he dropped the N-word, and he is now canceled. Because that happens.
So this is why we don't have things.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake. Make sure you follow us, everybody.
Please.
So anyways, so the conference will be good. We'll be there streaming at least on Tuesday, Wednesday. We might be able to get a show together on Monday, depending on what time we get there. I think Chris and I are due to land, I want to say around noon. So I might be able to do an afternoon show, a special edition. Welcome, John, from Florida and wherever your world food is. Where is it? Louisiana?
Indianapolis.
That was close.
It's very close this year.
How are you getting are you going to take your trailer back after the World Foods and then get on a plane from up north? What's your plan?
I can fly out of Lansing.
Okay. You should be well rested when I see you Wednesday. Can't imagine why I wanted another person on the show. But I hope you do well.
Come.
Don't come on my account.
No, the wife wants to go to Harry Potter World.
We'll see now.
Or Magic Kingdom.
Now it has nothing to do with me. It's all about family time, and I'm glad that you're getting some. We'll let you know how Universal is. As Chris and I are frolicking through it.
I thought your wife was coming.
Not until Thursday.
Wow. Look at you, Moneybags, spending 2 tickets.
Aren't you buying 2 tickets?
No, we're flying down together.
It's still 2 tickets. Are you a lap?
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Are you riding on her lap?
I don't know.
As an infant?
I don't know what's going on anymore. At this point, I don't know what's going on anymore.
It doesn't matter if we're on separate planes or the same plane.
Yep,
it's still 2 seats.
I completely understand. Please simmer down.
That is something we're going to take out and make sure we have a post for.
Please, we also would like to send a congratulations to our own Detroit Tigers organization for making a miraculous run into the ALDS, unfortunately losing Game 5.
And 4, which they should have won.
Due to a grand slam.
Yeah.
Tark Scooble can't do everything. Much as he tried.
I'm actually buying 7 tickets for that trip.
Who else is coming?
All the kids are coming down Thursday too for the weekend.
Oh boy.
So, and then Chris is, I'm taking care of Chris's ticket down for the conference. Because it's a work expense.
Absolutely.
So, and he passed his Serve Safe certification. So,
give him a round of applause.
He has not been able to download his certificate to be able to print it yet, but he tells me he passed. I received 0 proof.
Can he bring it up on his phone or something to at least show you?
Well, I really need a hard copy because mine expired. And I needed to retake my test.
Ooh. Can he email it to you so you can print it?
I'm sure we're trying to figure it out.
Okay,
So
good.
he's working on it. Oh, I need. Oh no. So Mark sent me my shipping information.
Oh,
for my pallet of sauce.
Oh yes.
And I looked at it, and it has my right street address, but it has the city as Holland instead of Hudsonville.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure how that happened,
Hmm.
but I need to call Mark. We appreciate it.
You probably just sent him a message.
Eat pulled pork hurts my heart too. All right, let me. So what are you doing for? What are you doing right now, Skippy, to get ready for next season, food truck season? Not, or does your food truck season preparation depend on cafe status?
Oh, this is where you like me to answer.
I stopped talking.
Yeah, yeah. I really don't know if there's a right answer to that. So my goal is to. The original goal was to have the cafe be self-sufficient, to where the food truck can go out. I have to hire the right people. I still don't know when this damn thing's going to open yet. So it is very contingent on cafe. It's kind of it's an unknown time. I know how to make it work. It's just more of from there, where do I go? And as he's still on the phone, tell Mark I said hi if you would. Just trying to make sure that, cafe is self-sufficient. And then I'll start booking bigger events, not necessarily roadside. That'll probably be done. But we'll still do our food truck Tuesdays in our local towns, our cruise-ins at night, our stuff where good traffic of people, which is a lot of what we do anyway. We don't do a lot of roadside. We probably be done with subdivisions. It'll basically just be catering, which I hope to increase. The goal for next year is to increase our catering totals from this year by 25% next year. So that's good. That's what I'm hoping for. And Josh is still on the phone. So as I said earlier, not knowing where this brick and mortar is going to be yet. Again, everybody keeps asking me about it, and I keep having to tell them like we're just at a standstill until construction moves forward. Should I just pay for it myself? What does everybody think? Should I just pay for it myself and just get it done, move in, knowing that the health department is still about three months behind. I can also just go in there and take over their kitchen like I did last year and just do weekends, or I could do move the smoker over there and just do it every the same time frame. I do want to take a lot of our trophies over there and put them on the walls. And hi, Mark.
There was a lot of expletives. I should have had him on speaker.
So he was very upset that it was being shipped to the wrong city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like
a little froggy. I'm getting sick, I think.
Oh, great. Yeah, little booger monsters you have over there.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with me being in a trailer at 40 degrees and no sleep.
But I do it.
No sleep?
What's no sleep? What's your average sleep?
Probably 5.
Yeah. I go to bed at 10, wake up at between 3 and 4.
You do?
Yeah.
Why are you getting up that early?
I always do. It's just the way my body wakes me up.
I thought the whole idea of you cooking hot and fast.
I don't cook hot and fast.
Oh, that's right. You switched back to your...
Yeah, simmer down, Turbo. Yell at me. Jeez.
I didn't yell at you at all.
Everybody, was he yelling at me? He absolutely was.
Fran wants to know if you're planning more corporate events.
I think I would like to get into corporate events, but I really don't know how.
Okay. All right.
Oh wow, that's it, huh? No, nothing from you.
I don't have a problem getting in.
Wow. Okay. No, we actually we do a fair amount of corporate events. They're just one-offs. They're not like Etna where he travels all around freaking Michigan, and I don't have any of those events.
That was nothing that we did other than be awesome when we did the ones that we did.
When do you start negotiating contract for next year?
She said November, so they'd have dates and stuff for me in November.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Would you up the price?
We have every time, so we charged them more this year than we did last year.
Yeah, but you weren't with them all last year. You were only did a couple.
But we still charge them more per plate than. So yeah, there was an extra fee in there per plate.
Did you send them one invoice or multiple?
Multiple.
For each building.
They needed multiples because of the way the accounting works, so they could pay per office. Because originally I had sent them one giant email because I just really wanted a big check.
Were you hoping they were going to send you like the 2 foot by 4 foot check and
a novelty check?
Yeah. Please.
Just once. We had those at my old office for when we did like donations and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, just dry erase check.
I remember that check. Rich won a check from like Warsaw or something like that.
No, I thought it was Sam's Club.
He got to keep that one.
Yeah.
But there was one they wouldn't let him keep, and I can't remember where it was. Like you
really
can't keep
want
that.
A big check. I really want a big check.
I really want a big check.
My happy Gomer. Just give me one of those checks.
What was wrong?
Yeah, I mean, so we did not. I mean, we landed the original gig, the 3 offices or whatever. The only reason we got into Etna is because somebody from Etna had our food and pushed for us to be at one of the counter days. And then from that, we nailed that. They had problems with other caterers, and then we got all of them.
That's how we got into U of M.
Yeah.
So.
And then we nailed this year. There was 0 issues this year. We were, I think, only moderately uncomfortable on food twice. And when I say moderately uncomfortable, that means we left them leftovers that was less than 5 pounds of protein. Like it wasn't a huge concern.
Why is it called a counter day?
That's what they call them. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why they call them that. So yeah, it's we didn't. I don't feel like we did anything to actively seek that out, other than just our marketing that we do in the off season. When we're out, when we're posting Facebook stuff and targeting messages towards corporate catering, company lunches and company events and stuff like that, that you gear some of that marketing towards that. We did a good job at it. I think there's definitely more room for improvement. And posting stuff like that on LinkedIn and having a decent LinkedIn network to be able to gain that corporate business, I think is really the key to that. So if you can get yourself a decent LinkedIn network and then leverage that network just like you do with your Facebook network, and then promote within there for corporate events, I think that's the best way to get more corporate events, and something that we need to work at.
Yeah.
So I think that's the best way to do it. And that, I mean, really that's going to be a huge focus for us again this year in the off season is corporate catering. And even trying to get some corporate catering. We're going to start putting some ads out soon for off season corporate catering and doing some, meetings and lunches and stuff like that whenever we can for buffet style. Steve says, what is the least cost to get started? I'm guessing he's referring to either the cafe or the place around the corner.
So the place around the corner is like $500 more a month in rent, but it's also quadruple the square footage.
But you said less traffic.
It's less traffic, so it's part of a dentist office. So it's like another suite, basically, of a dentist office. But it used to house a caterer, so it already has a hood. And it has, it's built out for catering, basically.
Okay.
Least cost to get started. I have to buy all the equipment for both places, so that's a wash. If I pay for the floor, we're probably talking $4 or $5 grand. I haven't walked through the other building, so I don't necessarily know exactly what I would need for that. But I think the less cost would actually be the other building.
Even when you factor in the extra rent?
Well, startup cost. I mean, startup cost, if I have to buy $8,000 worth of equipment no matter what, but I could have the smoker indoors underneath the hood versus a smoker outside. I mean, just that in the wintertime would be.
Right.
I don't know if I've built up a good enough following where 50% of the people that come up to the food truck on those days that I'm at my local spot ask me when the cafe is opening.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
That is good.
So back to the whole startup cost versus long-term cost.
Long-term cost is to be the other building.
For me, when I'm looking at startup costs, though, it's not just to day one door opening. I kind of figure in 6 months as your startup period.
Okay.
That gets you rolling.
Yeah.
Because you can't, it's hard because you have costs that you have to incur on day one, but that are going to spread over time.
Correct.
Like stock, dry stock, and that kind of stuff. Like you're not going to go out and buy one sleeve of side cups.
Correct.
Or plates or whatever, whatever it is you need. So, I would look at it as okay, what's your 6 months? What's cheaper to get into 6 months under? If you have to do the floor, and I know you haven't walked through the other building, but I'm assuming it has sinks and it has the plumbing that you need.
It doesn't have any equipment. Plumbing is there. It needs to just be hooked up to whatever I bring in.
So it's an empty building.
It is pretty much an empty building with the exception of a hood.
Then your cafe, I would put the floor in the cafe and get that thing rolling as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because you're going to spend $4 grand on getting sinks and stuff in there.
I already spent money to get sinks in the other building.
Oh yeah, so you've already lost that money, but you want to spend it again.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, I pay the $4 to $5 grand to get whatever floor you can get in there that is usable and health department certified, and get you going as fast as possible.
I know.
I think this is one of those instances where it's only money's going to fix the problem.
Yeah, it's only money. Print it every day.
Well, if you want to make it back, then you're going to have to spend some.
Oh, I get it. No, I understand. That part I get. It's just I don't want to. I guess I don't want to be out. I don't want to be out money. So if this doesn't work, I'm out the cost I paid to get the floor done.
The same thing. It was the same thing with your trailer.
Yeah, it just.
If it doesn't work out, you're out the money. That's business, man.
There's one other thing that he needs to do. That it needs to be done before we even open because it's a winter time or it's like a safety thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is he has to put lights in the parking lot because at 5 o'clock when it's dark out in the wintertime, nobody's gonna know we're open. Even if they see lights inside the building and maybe my sign on it, they're not gonna know we're open. And it's a safety issue with people walking out in and out of the parking lot. So
right.
And I don't know what his time frame is on that. So there's a lot of discussion on those type of things. And I thought it was going to be something I thought he was hiring out the contracting, and I come to find out he was doing it himself, which is fine. Do it yourself. You're the owner of the building. You can do that. But
yep.
I don't feel comfortable even opening if there's no parking lot lights.
Gotcha.
So that's one thing I'm worried about. But anyway.
Steve says you can always move later.
True. He wants me to sign a 2-year lease, and I told him I'll sign a 2-year lease if I can do with a 1-year out. If for some reason it's not working, I can get out of it. He's like, yeah, that's fine. Just give him 6 days or something.
So I am, as far as my plans and upgrades, and we have to get rid of the smoker. I'm really have fingers crossed right now that it's going to make it 4 more weeks. I'm just when I cleaned it out yesterday, because Sunday's our cleaning day. We scrape all the racks and the insides and get all the grease and crap out of it. That wall, that firebox, the chute wall felt pretty damn hot. So 4 we'll get 4 weeks out of it, no problem, I don't think. But talk to our mutual acquaintance who had some things for sale. I think I'm leaning towards the LES, the Old Hickory, the Behemoth.
The ELDX?
Yep.
Or ELES?
ELES.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yep.
That's a big one.
I was almost on board with getting both of them, but
Getting both what?
both smokers that he has.
Oh,
So the Cook Shack,
yeah, the one I have.
yeah, the Fast Eddies. So and then trying to get a deal on buying both of them.
He'd probably do it.
Yeah, I know, but then it's, do I have the space for it?
Bigger storage unit.
Yeah,
At the end of the day.
Yeah, I know. I don't need another one. So yeah, I think I'm gonna lean that way. Like we're gonna do. I think the plan is just we're gonna do a little external barn shed to be able to put that in.
Just make a smoke shack, basically.
Just make a little smokehouse for it.
That's what I was originally going to do with this one.
Yeah.
The problem is the firebox door's in the back. And so it's like I have to turn it sideways inside a shed if I wanted to do it that way.
Yeah, and it's weird. So it's got to be, I got to be very intentional about how this is in it because it's so long.
Yeah.
The dimensions on it are just weird. 6, when I got it right here. I can't zoom up on my laptop though. I think it's 84 inches long, something like that. Which is like 7 feet. So, and then they have the firebox on the back side of that. Your cooking chamber up front.
Oh, so it's a one door?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yep. 12 racks.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out what's 33 square feet is how many inches.
It's probably the same as mine. It's probably the same as the Fast Eddies.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to figure out the 396 square inches. And I have, let's see, mine are 60 by.
It's each rack is 18 by 22.
120. Yeah, I know, I got it. 120, so 120. So really, I'm getting about 40 more square inches of rack space, but all usable rack space.
Yeah.
Whereas the bottom rack on mine, we got to be careful. So cooking will be much more even. Don't have to worry about hot spots as often at all, really. So yeah.
So one thing I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
The last 2 cooks on mine, I've cooked in pans, just to see.
Yep.
Each rack, you can get 3 half pans or 1 full pan.
Your racks are the same size?
Yes. So you can only get a full pan, like 1 full pan side by side, like this long ways or lengthwise. Like
yeah.
The rack,
yeah, you can't.
Obviously,
you can't go long ways in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ribs are also like very tight. Like if you overlap the ends of the small bones with the big bones,
Mhm.
you can get 4 racks per rack, but you have to overlap them. I don't know if they make rib racks for them where you can stack them. I haven't really looked, but that's the only
But
downside.
by the time my ribs go on, generally, they're the only things on.
Yeah.
So I can use 12 racks to do ribs and chicken.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can definitely do it. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it
12 by
does.
24.
It's a whole new. We got to change timelines and everything to go to it.
Have you thought about? Well, can I
most
ask
of-
what the price is?
Not 65, 9. I think he's looking for 9 for it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just wondering why you like, because of how you cook in pans.
Mhm.
Why you wouldn't look at a flat rack old hickory like a CTO DW, like Twisted Street has, where it's all racks. Still do the same thing that everything else does, but it's just flat racks versus a rotisserie, I guess.
Do you know
It's
where one is that's available?
Well, yeah, you get it
Of
shipped
course,
to you.
you get brand new.
Yeah,
For
it's
what
11.
price?
It's 11.5 brand new, I think.
Yeah. So what's another $2,500?
Exactly. For brand new. I don't know. I'm just saying. I was just thinking about as far as how you
Yeah.
cook. That's all.
What's the rack size on those?
It's 2 old hickory. So from what I've seen from Bubba's post on his old hickory, you can fit.
What was the model number?
It's a CTO DW, which is a double wide CTO or
Yeah.
a DW CTO or something like that.
Yeah, I got it. I'm getting there. Oh, that's not the one. Smokers. Oh my gosh. Why is your website not awesome?
Cuz. The answer is cuz.
Because.
I realized, by the way, that's the life answer to everything is cuz.
Is that in the? I don't see. I don't even see the CTW.
Yeah. So
So CTODW. Yeah.
yes.
I got it. So 40 square feet of cooking surface. 26 by 55. 4 of those racks.
Yeah, 68 by 35 or 36 basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But it's pretty much, it's just, and I like the firebox being right up front,
Right.
so it can really be flat against a wall. You're not really losing any space. You actually get a little bit more if you really wanted to. But I don't know. That's what I was thinking. If I was going to do a shed, I like the rotisserie I have because I'm going to use it. But that would be, I'd actually think about probably getting a CTO for the food truck because the rec tech has now taken a shit.
Well, and I could mount this to the trailer.
You absolutely could.
And run it the way we were doing it now. Just really hate having stainless steel out in the elements. You know?
True. Oh, you can ask Twitch's Street. He's got a CTO on his porch, and his porch is open. Pitbull, Tony Minderman, who we had on our podcast, has a old hickory Ace. Basically, it's an old hickory without propane, so it runs just straight on charcoal. But he's got it outside on an open porch too.
I'm curious, Nick, if you run yours at all without the gas, you can just run logs. Or are you too nervous?
Inside?
Yeah, I mean, without the gas assist. In theory, you could just run it with just the logs.
He has so Nick
once
from
you get
Twisted
fire
Street has one of these inside his restaurant.
Right.
He runs it with gas assist for sure.
Okay. In the restaurant, but what about on the truck?
I don't even know if he does the one on the truck.
Wow, you are rocking this out. Steve, yes, the one that I was looking at that's used has the gas on it. Back to my question is,
it says it can run off 2 logs for 6 hours. You put put in a third log for some insurance and call it a night. You know, it go by the same, using the same timelines that we use now, where I'm filling charcoal at 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. You know, make sure there's a couple of good logs in there at 9 o'clock and head to bed, and 3 o'clock when I'm up, we're still good, right?
Should be,
in theory.
Mm-hmm.
And then we wouldn't have to worry about the gas. Because ideally, I don't want to have to run gas out to my porch and then have to do some sort of Ansel and or hood above my smoker, because we have a gas flame out on the porch.
True. Yeah.
So here's where all the factors are coming in on what we do, where we do it, whether we do it in the shed and kind of go under the radar of legitimacy. You know, and we put the shed far enough away from the house that we don't have to worry about the house catching on fire if something bad were to happen. We only lose the shed, type of thing. But yeah, something like this. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it on the porch with those casters.
No,
that's in the picture.
No, you would just.
I'd probably have like a small frame built for it and have it attached to that frame using the frame that.
See, I'm wondering if you would need it. Like all right. Everybody knows I'm short. I could probably do it without and be able to reach that top rack just fine.
You just do it without the casters.
Yeah, just
just mount it straight. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I mean, I like having that extra 3 inches. I mean, it's nice to. I'm not the only person on our trailer, though.
True.
We have people that are taller than me on the trailer. So, he says, "How big a log?"
So they actually sell
2 regular fireplace-sized logs.
Probably fist size.
Specific, yes. And naturally, I would source post oak from Texas, so we can really be on that Texas style flavors.
Jesus Christ, with the whole Texas style shit. Huh? They do sell. Old Hickory does a 12-inch rib rack. I wonder if it'll fit.
I would hope so.
No, sideways. Yeah, if the whole rack is 12 by 24, it should fit.
So you're saying the CTO, the DW is 11.5?
I believe that's the case. I can get you in touch with a dealer.
Plus shipping.
Yeah, I can get you in touch with a dealer if you want.
Well, I got the link right here. I can just do it.
No, a dealer that will not. Goddamn dog.
Are you telling me it's going to be less from a dealer than it is directly from?
Yes, because he's just doing it for his friends. For a new CTO, it was 77 shipped to my house, and their MSRP is 79 without shipping.
Okay.
So, just saying.
Well, shoot me whatever contacts you're going to shoot me. I will be waiting.
I wish I could try that rib rack to see if it actually fits.
How much is the rib rack?
$80.
Holy shit.
Well, it's fully welded stainless.
Well, I'm sure you could send a message to make sure.
Oh, it's new too.
Well,
I just
it's free. I'm not going to get it. Free ground shipping on orders of $150 or more. I'm sure they mean smokers.
Probably. Maybe. Some exclusions may apply.
No, they
exclusions.
They do their own financing.
They do.
There's a make a payment link right on their website.
Scott City, Missouri.
I could go pick that up.
I'd go with you. What?
Were you invited?
No, I'm just saying I'd go with you. I'm just making it known that if you were to invite somebody, I'd go with you. Asshole. Jesus. Such a dick.
Steve says, Josh, not going to use propane and liquid smoke? No. No. I think that you can get good smoke out of anything, pellets or charcoal or wood, as long as you do it correctly. So.
Oh, by the way, in the FAQ, what types of wood can I use? Softwood such as pine or fir are not generally recommended, and mesquite is not recommended due to its corrosive nature.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's super awful. Acrid and yeah. I also wouldn't go with sassafras.
Sassafras.
Yeah.
How can Old Hickory Pete's reduce meat cost? I love some of these. The key to reduce meat shrinkage is maintaining a stable cooking temperature. Oh, good to know. Ooh, how can Old Hickory save labor cost? Simple to operate. Jesus. Anyway. Yeah, I love the DWs ever since I saw one on TV a long time ago.
65,000 BTU propane burner. I mean, why even put a log in it? You just got yourself a freaking oven. Good Lord, man. So yeah, I if anybody has one, I'd be curious to see if they use it as a true stick burner versus a stick burner for some smoke, and then just let their gas run to finish.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the majority of people that have them, if they have gas assist, they use gas assist.
Mm-hmm.
I would use gas assist because I think you still get the same smoke flavor. I don't think it's any different.
Right, but does it? I don't want to burn through propane. Propane's expensive.
True.
I don't want to have propane. It's not like I can hook up to the propane line. You know, I don't have propane at my house. Other than 100, I don't want to lug 100-pound cylinders anymore. We just got away from that on the trailer.
Well, you could.
Yes, it also does natural gas, but I'm not having a natural gas line run up to my
shed.
God, well, yeah, and then if we get back onto get this back onto the trailer to reduce the amount of.
So the other way you can go is with the Ace MM. That's exactly like the CTO, with the exception of it does not have gas assist at all. It's straight charcoal. It's a regular CTO.
Charcoal or wood?
Charcoal or wood, both.
Yeah. Where are you at?
I'm just on Old Hickory's website, but it's under smokers, under competition smokers, the Ace MM.
But
MM stands for Mike Mills.
That's probably not as big either.
No, same size as CTO.
Why is anybody using that for competition then?
Because it doesn't have gas assist. It doesn't have the comp switch. You don't need it.
Mm-hmm. No, that's half the cooking surface of the one we were just looking at.
Correct. Sorry, that's half of the DW. Yes.
Right.
We just put two of these on there.
For more cost.
Actually,
for a guy that doesn't want to spend $4,000 on flooring, you sure are quick to get other people to spend money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'll still go get it with you.
You're still not invited.
Son of a... Whatever. I had to go put tires and brakes on my truck.
All right.
That's going to be $2,500 easy.
Yeah.
My truck does go into the shop tomorrow to finally get the recall done. Finally. Because I actually have a day to be able to drop the truck off.
Good.
My cameras will be back to normal.
Glad to hear it.
That's the recall. It's the freaking camera.
All right.
Bitches.
Let's get this. We're over, which is okay because we were way under.
Send us some topics you'd love us to talk about. We'd love to hear your topic ideas.
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah. Sorry. It'll get better in the off season when I have more time. All right, everybody. Have a good week. If you're cooking and sewing, good luck to you. If you're just here for a good time, Sorry, we disappointed again. All right, and that we'll see everybody next week, Tuesday. Same
Tuesday?
places. Monday, same places, same time. Steve says Skippy will then buy them from you if you don't like it.
At a significant discount.
At a significant discount. All right, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.